We live in the most connected era in human history. And yet more people than ever feel completely alone. We have endless access to information, entertainment, and support right in our pockets. So why is mental health declining year after year? Why are anxiety, depression, and burnout rising? Even in the most developed, comfortable societies? This is the hidden crisis no one sees, and it's unfolding in plain sight. In this video, we'll explore the real reasons behind the mental health collapse of our hyper-connected world, and what we can do about it. Since 2020, global rates of anxiety and depression have skyrocketed. In the US alone, over 40% of adults report symptoms of anxiety or depressive disorder, a number that keeps climbing. Teen suicide is at an all-time high. Loneliness is now classified as a public health threat by the US Surgeon General. And yet, we have more therapy apps, mental health content, and self-help influencers than ever. How can both be true? How can we be so aware and still so unwell? The answer lies in the tension between the world we live in and the way our minds were built to function. Our brains evolved in small, slow-paced environments. Villages. Nature. Limited choices. Deep human connection. But in the last 2 decades, and especially since smartphones, everything changed. We now process more information in a single day than our ancestors did in an entire lifetime. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, opinions, marketing, bad news, and comparison triggers. We never stop. We never disconnect. And the brain quite literally can't keep up. The result? Chronic stress, fragmented attention, shallow relationships, decision fatigue, and emotional numbness. This isn't weakness. It's overload. 1. The comparison trap, social media loops. Every scroll on social media is an invitation to compare their life, their body, their success, their highlight reel against your behind the scenes. This isn't just emotional, it's neurological. Each comparison triggers the brain's reward and threat systems, creating stress, envy, and feelings of inadequacy. Over time, it reshapes our self-worth. What helps? Set social boundaries. Try using grayscale mode, unfollow high-trigger accounts, or schedule comparison-free days. Apps like 1sec interrupt dopamine loops before you even open Instagram or TikTok. 2. Information fatigue, overconsumption overload. We're consuming the mental equivalent of 35 gigabytes of data per day without even realizing it. Every tweet, podcast, article, headline, each one demands attention. And attention isn't infinite. The result? Our cognitive bandwidth is constantly stretched. We feel anxious, foggy, restless, like we're always behind. What helps? Set intentional input windows, 2 to 3 focused content slots per day. Use tools like Pocket to save info for later, instead of drowning in open tabs. 3. Always on culture, no off switch. We wake up to notifications, work from home, answer emails at 9 p.m. There's no off mode anymore. This 24/7 connectivity is marketed as freedom, but it's actually mental enslavement. Our nervous system never downshifts. We live in a state of low-grade emergency. What helps? Schedule digital curfews. Protect no input time like sacred space. Use modes like Focus Assist or Do Not Disturb. Even 20 minutes of tech-free silence resets your brain's baseline. 4. The instant gratification loop. Apps are designed to give you hits, likes, comments, notifications that reward short-term attention, but they train the brain to crave stimulation constantly. And when that stimulation isn't there, we feel empty. This rewiring of reward circuits leads to impatience, impulsivity, and low tolerance for discomfort, key contributors to anxiety and depression. What helps? Rebuild delayed gratification muscles, meditation, long walks, reading physical books, cold showers. Not sexy, but powerful. Use gamified habit apps like Habitica to make long-term discipline fun. 5. Loss of deep human connection. We're surrounded by people, yet starved for connection. Group chats replaced real conversations. Emojis replaced emotion. Zoom replaced hugs. But your brain still craves oxytocin, the bonding chemical that comes from eye contact. Touch and presence. What helps? Prioritize deep one-on-one time. Phone calls over texts. In person when possible. Even short, authentic connections, like a 5-minute heart-to-heart, do more for your brain than hours of online chatter. These 5 triggers aren't obvious, but they're everywhere. And if you feel exhausted, numb, or overwhelmed, you're not broken. You're reacting normally to an abnormal environment. It's easy to blame technology for everything, but that is only half the story. The same tools that overstimulate us can also help us recover. Wearables like the Fora Ring, the Polo Neuro, or Muse headband track nervous system signals in real time, alerting you when you re-slipping into mental fatigue. Apps like Balance offer personalized meditations based on your stress patterns. AI-powered journals like Reflectly help you process emotions without judgment. Even your smartwatch can remind you to breathe, stand up, or unplug. It's not about quitting tech. It's about curating it, using tools that serve your mind, not steal your peace. This isn't your fault. You weren't built for constant inputs, endless scrolls, or a world without stillness. You're not fragile. You're responding exactly how a human brain responds to overstimulation. But now that you know the truth, you can make different choices. Create space. Reclaim silence. Choose depth over dopamine. If this video helped you breathe deeper, think clearer, or feel seen, hit like. Subscribe to Healthy Hub Official for more content that's real, grounded, and built to help, not hype. And in the comments, tell us, which of these hidden triggers hit hardest for you? You're not alone. You're not broken. You're just reconnecting. And we're right here with you.